as usual, we're going to move on. Just to remind. Oh, by the way, given what's just happened, we'll delay putting the video of this particular hour online, so the people who didn't come have to wait a little bit. Okay. As usual, the last hour we're going to do something different. So I just want to remind you what we did in the first 2 hours. We were looking at approximate calculations, back of the envelope calculations, and how they can help us understand. And what are we doing? We're doing these rough calculations, getting the sizes roughly right, and then comparing. And then we find out something interesting. On one fundamental indicator, the Turkish economy and the American economy, the United States of America economy, America is a much bigger place than the United States of America, the USA economy are in the same trouble when it comes to the balance between imports and exports, because as a percentage of GDP, the balance is the same. Okay, so that tells us something about the world, and particularly about the economic crisis that we're going through right now. Okay, what we're going to talk about in this hour: email. Email, because I know you do this in your Turkish lesson as well. They tell you how to write an email, yes? You might get it somewhere else as well. And most people say, in fact have said, in criticising this, I don't need a course to tell me how to use email. But I think you do. And I think that we need to go a little further than what you get. I mean, we talked to your teachers in the Turkish course about what they explain, so we know what they explain, and there's nothing wrong with it, of course. They're explaining correct things about email, but we want to go a little bit further. Look behind it and look to see how email can be used, or these kinds of communications can be used in different ways. How to use it effectively. Huh?
Is it formal or informal?
What do you mean, formal or informal?
Something that...
Obviously, email is a more informal kind of communication than writing somebody a letter on a piece of paper, folding it up, putting an envelope, putting a stamp on it and sending it through the post. It's less formal, isn't it? Because it's instant, or nearly instant. Sometimes it takes quite a long time, but it's quick, relatively quick. And you have to put that into context. My mother was born in 1917, and when she was a young woman in Britain, and she lived in Exeter, which is as far from London as Ankara is from Istanbul, maybe a bit further. No, further than Ankara is from Istanbul. So you think of somewhere like Kayseri. Okay? She lived in Devon, in Exeter. She could post a letter, a proper letter with a stamp on it, in the morning to London and get a reply by the evening. Because there were fast trains going from London to Exeter, and because the post office worked very efficiently. And the post was delivered 5 times a day. And the last delivery was at 6 o'clock in the evening. And the first delivery was at 8 o'clock in the morning. And if you have an efficient postal service like that, and a train maybe takes 4 hours, it is perfectly possible for a letter posted first thing in the morning to arrive at lunchtime, and if the reply is written immediately and put in the post immediately, for the reply to be back in Exeter by the evening, which meant that in the 1930s, ordinary mail was almost as fast as email is now. But how to use email? Well, it's related to how to write a letter, how to write an ordinary letter. And if you go back, and there'll be a reading this week, which is an article written 150 years ago about how to write a letter, how to write a proper letter that goes in an envelope with a stamp. And it has lots of lessons in it which were important for email as well. And it's an important tool, but most people use it very, very badly. Very badly indeed. There are some very bad habits that make email very difficult to use and very annoying to use. And so what we need to do is learn a little bit about how it works and then talk about the content of it. Right. Again, back to Ursula. When was the first email sent? What would you guess? You're shouting out. Let's have a vote. A, 1951. B, 1961. C, 1971. D, 1981. There are lots of votes for that. E, 1991. Or even more votes for 1991. Okay. See, email doesn't have anything to do with the World Wide Web. The answer is 1971. The first email was sent in 1971. Because you remember the history we looked at, the internet, that is this network that connected computers together all over the world, is much, much older than the World Wide Web. And actually the first email was sent between these two enormous computers. This one here and this one here. They're next to one another. But there was a network connecting them. These are computers that I've actually used myself. These are digital PDP-11s. Before they had PCs, they had big computers like that were really nice to use. Let's think about how it works. Here are some keywords. And let's draw some diagrams. Most of you, what sort of mail service, I guess, what sort of mail services do you use? Are any of you use email that isn't on the web? In other words, do you use something where you don't use Internet Explorer or Firefox to go in and read your email? Or how many of you don't use a web browser to read your email?
Like Outlook.
Oh no, Outlook is different. Outlook is different. Outlook is a proper mail client. So do you use Outlook? Sometimes, okay. Maybe one person. That's actually a very recent invention in terms of the history of email, the idea that you read your mail with a web browser. What happens, how does an email get from one place to another? How does it go from one computer to another? And there are some important sets of names here. Let's write out what they stand for. Simple maze. I've forgotten what IMAP stand for. Anyone help me from the back? What does Internet, what is it? Mail Access Protocol. Interactive Mail Access? That's something like that. Interactive. Okay. These are, we talked before about protocols. These are simply agreements about how computers will talk to one another. How does your mail go from one place to another? Now, this is complicated by the fact that things like Gmail and Hotmail and Gmail, Hotmail, what's the other one? Yahoo. These web-based mails do things slightly differently. But assuming you're using something like Microsoft Outlook, Mozilla Thunderbird, some other mail client which is on your computer, the way it works is like this. Your computer, using SMTP, and the reason things are done like this is that your computer isn't turned on all the time. Because your computer isn't turned on all the time, if someone's trying to send a mail to you, if your computer's turned off, how is that mail going to get to you? It has to go somewhere else before it comes to you. Okay? When you're trying to send a mail, the same thing is true. The person or the computer you're trying to send it to may not be connected to the internet at that particular time, or there may be a problem. So you want some, and then you're going to turn your computer off. Or you want to keep trying and trying again to send that mail through. So always what we do is we go to computers that are connected to the internet 7/24, and the essential job of transferring email is done there. So here we have a relaying computer. Your computer, a relaying computer. When I say your computer, that may also be Yahoo. A relaying computer. The relaying computer then sends it to a post office computer over the internet. Of course, all these connections are over the internet. And then your friend's computer, and here we use IMAP or POP. Okay. So the process of sending email takes place in 3 stages. Firstly, you've composed your mail. If you're using Yahoo or Google, this is actually Yahoo or Google is your computer effectively, because you compose your mail there. You write your mail on Google. So Google stands in for your computer. If you're using Microsoft Outlook or Mozilla Thunderbird or Eudora or any other mail client, this then makes a connection to a relaying computer, which then finds the address that you've sent and tries to send it to the post office computer for that address. And then there's a process of looking up that address. And in this communication, those 2 computers are both 7/24 computers. Always connected and always on, we hope. And if there's a problem, because these are 7/24, this can keep trying to send to this computer over and over again, because it knows it really should be on all the time. Now your friend's computer may be turned off. So your friend then goes to the post office computer and says, have you got an email for me? And this is done in one of 2 different ways. If you use POP, what this means, POP, Post Office Protocol, it just means that you ask for the mail to be sent to your computer. Now again, this is the case if you're using a client, and the mail is downloaded to your computer. You get the mail on your computer. Now if you're using Google or Yahoo or Hotmail, that doesn't happen, because your mail is always kept on their computer, which is here. If you use IMAP, then what happens is you too leave your mail on here and just look at it from here. You don't download it. That's the essential difference between those 2 protocols. That has the advantage that if you keep your mail stored on the server, just as with Yahoo or Gmail or Hotmail, you can look at your mail from wherever you want. Wherever you go, you can just go into an internet cafe, and your mail, all your old mails and so on, are on the server rather than on your computer. But sometimes you do want to download them. You don't want to leave big mails lying around on a server. That's essentially how it works. If you're using Hotmail, then say you've got Gmail. Sorry. This then becomes Gmail, and this is your computer. You're going via Gmail, and if you're using Yahoo here, this is Yahoo, and this is your computer here. That's the difference in the way that it's done. It's important in terms of where things are kept and how much space they use. Right, okay. All of this is done to make sure that the mail gets through, even if the sending and receiving computers are not are not connected. Okay, so that's the technical side of it, but you need to understand that because sometimes it's inconvenient to be simply tied to mail servers like Yahoo. And if you use the mail at student.bilgi.edu, you can have two ways of accessing it. You can access it through a web interface, which is given you through the Bilgi website, or you can use POP or IMAP to download your mail to your own computer. Okay, now let's think about the content, which is probably more important. Let's think about the content of email. What's important about letters? What are we trying to do with an email or a letter? It comes to the same thing. As I explained with the example from my mother, you know, a letter and an email maybe have the same function. 70 years ago, they even went at almost the same speed. Because if you look at your email twice a day, then, you know, a letter going backwards and forwards from London in a day is as good as email, isn't it? It doesn't matter if it's come in 5 minutes. If you don't look at it until 8 hours later, then the effective speed of the email is the same as a post. Well, so what's important about letters? What are we trying to do with an email or a letter? Communication. What are we trying to communicate? What's the content of that communication? What are we trying to do, typically? Think of what you do when you send an email. What are you trying to do? There are a number of different things you're trying to do. What are you trying to do when you write an email? Some of you may have written an email to me, for instance. What would you be trying to do with that email? There are two reasonably distinct things that you're trying to do with an email to me, which you would write as a student. What sort of thing might you write in an email to me? Now, it's a communication, but it has to have some content. Anybody written me an email? Here? No? Oh, I'm glad you're so happy with the course. Yes? What did you write in your email?
Can't remember.
You can't remember? Okay. Come on, think about it in theory. What might you write in an email to me? Any ideas? Well, there are two things you might do, isn't it? You might ask me a question. What was that lecture about? Or you might give me a piece of information. You might be giving me a piece of information. Moodle's not working. I can't submit my project. That's a piece of information, isn't it, that I need to have so that we can fix it. So you might want to convey a piece of information, and you might want to ask me a question. Those are two very typical kinds of interaction that you conduct with an email, or with a letter. With a letter, you're conveying information, and maybe you're asking a question. You're asking for something to be done, or you're just asking for information. So a question or transferring information. So what's important about email is that content. Good. Now, what's annoying about email? What annoys you about email? What annoys you about email? You know, when you go on and look at your email, you say, oh. What makes you feel like that about your email?
Stamps, commercials, junk mails.
Too much mail, isn't it? Yeah. Too much mail. Too much mail comes. That annoys you. What do you need? What do you do then? When you're getting that, what do you do with that mail? Delete it. Ever deleted anything by mistake? You thought it was junk and it was important? Yes, of course you have. So if we're sending an email and we want to achieve that communication, one important thing is that we want the person who receives the email to read it. Now here's something different from sending a letter. Because when you get a letter, I mean actually we now get a lot of junk ordinary post as well, don't we? When you send a letter, I mean, if you get a letter which has got a handwritten address on it, somebody's written it with a pen, and a real stamp on it, you're going to open that and read it, aren't you? Some of these junk mailers actually print on a handwritten address and then stick a real stamp on it to try and make you read the junk mail. You open it and you look at it. Other things which are obviously junk mail, I just throw them in the bin without opening them. It's not worth the time of opening them. So if you want to achieve that communication, in other words, you want to communicate that piece of information or get an answer to that question, then you need to think about how to use email effectively to achieve your objective. So that's what's important about it. The important thing is that that communication should take place. The important thing is that you should get the person who receives the email to act in the way that you want. In other words, if you're telling me that Moodle is not working, then you want me to fix it or get somebody to fix it. If you're asking me for a piece of information about the course, then you want me to reply with useful information that will be useful to you. So we have to look at the ways that we can achieve that, given that because of the technical nature of email, there's a lot of noise. There's an awful lot of rubbish floating around. You need to make your email stand out, and you need to make it easy for this flow of information to take place. Okay, so we're going to look at a number of important points about how you do that, because email now takes up an enormous part of our lives. You know, I probably spend, I've not measured it, I should do really, maybe an hour a day looking at email. It's a terrible, big amount of time, an hour a day looking at email, mostly to delete it. But we shouldn't forget that essentially what we're doing is we're communicating with another human being, and that person has feelings and is, like me, annoyed by a lot of the email that it receives. You're annoyed by a lot of the email you receive. So what do we need to do? Well, there are a number of things. Firstly, you need to be polite. You need to think about the recipient. Now, being polite isn't simply using the right form of words. Being polite also means understanding that the person who's reading the email has limited time, and therefore you shouldn't waste their time. Therefore, being polite includes not sending an email when you could solve your problem in some other way. We'll deal with what you should do with lists in a little while. So you should be polite. That means, you know, you're not going to say, for instance, writing to me about Moodle, why the hell isn't Moodle working? Nothing works in this university. You know, your course is a disgrace. That is less likely to get your problem fixed than saying something like, it seems that Moodle isn't working. At this time, at 11:30 tonight, I was not able to log on, and I got the following message. Now, why is that important? What you're doing there is you're complaining, of course, that Moodle isn't working. But you're also giving me a message which is useful to me, because you're telling me exactly what went wrong. And if you tell me exactly what went wrong, that's something that's going to help the people who have to fix the system what they need to do. So what have you done? You've been polite. In other words, you've thought about the recipient. What does the recipient, the person who's going to get the email, need? More information. What time was Moodle not working? When it didn't work, what message did it give? Now, if you give something, you're much more likely to get something back, because this is a human-to-human communication. It's like talking to someone. You have to remember that email costs money and time to receive. If I'm reading your email from home, you know, it's the bytes that are coming down the line from your email are actually being charged for by TTNet if I go over my quota. If somebody on the academic staff list has sent out to everybody in the university a picture of their kitten, their baby cat, that they're trying to find a home for, and it's a very big picture, and for some technical reason I don't use the bilgi.edu.tr system, and the mail is forwarded to me from there, and they forward to me 7 copies of every mail. I get 7 copies of that. I've maybe had to download 20 megabytes just to look at a picture of a kitten that I didn't want in the first place. So you shouldn't send people big files if they don't want them, because annoying people is not a good idea. Annoyed people don't do what you want. So don't send people big files that they don't want. Don't be rude to people, and give people something. Right, good. Here's the first thing. I know that they've told you this in the Turkish lesson. Why should every email have a subject on the subject line? Why should you put a subject on the subject line? I get lots of mails that don't have a subject on the subject line. Why should you have a subject on the subject line? You're thinking about this is a human-to-human communication. That mail is going to end up in somebody's inbox. Why should the mail have a subject on the subject line? Yes, the subject line is what the mail is about. Yep.
And we remind the people who we send email what we told them.
Okay, good. What does somebody see when they open their inbox? What do you see when you open your inbox, whether you're using Outlook or whether you're using one of these web-based mails? What do you see? You see a list of mails, don't you? And what do you see of the mail? Do you see the whole of the mail?
No.
What do you see?
Subject line.
Yes, subject line. In the unread mails, you see the subject line. So if there's no subject line, what do you see? Nothing. That's annoying, right? It's annoying because mostly if I can see from the subject line whether or not I'm interested in a mail, whether I need to deal with it immediately. But if the subject line is blank, I have no alternative but to open it. Okay, I have to open it to see whether it's important or not. What does that mean? It means I have to click on it. I have to wait for it to come. That's my time. After I've done that, what's my feeling going to be towards you? For not putting a subject line, I've had to do some extra work, haven't I? You've made me do extra work. What will I feel? Annoyed. Very annoyed. Not a good idea, is it? That's why you need a subject line. Right. What's almost as bad as no subject line? Again, don't remember, all I see is the subject line. What would be almost as bad as an empty subject line? And we're talking about information flowing, aren't we? So, what would be as bad as no subject line? There's a subject line there, but no, we've talked about blank ones. It's not blank, it's got some words in it. Yes?
Read this.
Huh?
Read this.
Exactly. Read this. Usually, even more annoying than blank subject lines for me is mails that come from students that say, önemli, çok önemli, çok önemli, acil. Right? What does this do? This contains 0 information. Does it enable me to know what's in the mail? No. Does it enable me to know what it's about? No. Does it tell me that the mail is really important? No. It was important to the person who wrote it. Yep. Yep, at the back. Okay. It's important to the person who wrote it. Is it important to me? Well, it might be and it might not. My solution to this problem is quite simple. I have an automatic filter on my mail which takes all mail with blank subject lines and subject lines that contain the words anonymely, argil and important, and throws them away. I don't open those mails, they're automatically deleted. I have missed one or two important mails because of this, but by and large it's a very good filter. If you write a mail to me which says anonymely, argil or important in the subject line, into the rubbish bin, into deleted, into the trash. So that's not informative. What you need to put in the subject line is exactly, if you put, instead of argil, you put Moodle failure, right? That'll get my attention. Why? Because I know that 600 people from this course are trying to use Moodle, and if it's not working, I'm in trouble, and I want to fix it straight away. So that's why we need a subject. Paragraphs. I'm sure you've done this, and I know you've done this over and over again in Turkish. Why do we want paragraphs? Because things that are not in paragraphs are impossible to read. Very, very difficult to read. Paragraphs, sentences that start with capital letters and finish with a full stop, make text easier to read. Don't shout! Writing things in capital letters is shouting. It's very annoying getting text it's all in capital letters. Don't shout. If you want to emphasize something, the conventional way, because there has been a long history of email. Email has been around for 37 years. People have developed ways of being polite. If you want to emphasize something, because you can't underline it like you would in a letter, you write it like this. That's the way to do emphasis in an email. You put stars around it. That isn't shouting, that's just saying this particular word is important. Capital letters, these big letters, again, you can just feel yourself tensing up when you see those big letters. Don't say important, okay. Right. And you need a signature. See, if I get an email about CMM 147, I'm giving all examples from me because it's easy. I have 600 students. So I get a mail and it's signed Ali or Aisha, and the email is zibidi@gmail.com, and it doesn't say the course number, and I teach half a dozen courses. Then I spend a certain amount of time thinking, who the hell is this from? What is it about? And then I go, delete. If it was important, they'll write it again, properly. Okay? I need to know, and most people need to know, particularly if you have one of these cryptic email addresses like zibidibibidi@gmail.com, I need to know who you are. And in general, people receiving email from you, except from your very, very close friends, who know that you're zibidibibidi@gmail.com anyway, need to know, if you're writing to someone in the university, your name, your number, possibly your department, and so on. These kinds of informations. Right, that's a drag to write all that, isn't it? Fortunately, the computer will do that for you. On almost every mail service there is, you can have all of this automatically added to every mail you send. You can do this on Gmail, you can do it on Hotmail, you can do it on Yahoo, you can do it with Outlook, you can do it with Thunderbird. Any method of sending email allows you to put an automated signature. So you don't need to remember your student ID. You just automatically have, at the end of every email you send, your name, your student ID, your department. These are the information that we need. And maybe in the subject line, you need to say what you're writing about. You'll probably say CMM 147 or Comp 313 or whatever the course is. That's also very important. Okay. Right, now I'm going to ask you to read this piece by Lewis Carroll. Anyone know who Lewis Carroll is? Lewis Carroll, the writer. What did he write? Lewis Carroll. A children's writer. He's usually thought of as a children's writer. What did he write? Harikalar Dünyasında Alice. Harikalar Diyarı, whatever it is. And Through the Looking Glass. Aynen Ötesinde. I don't know the Turkish name of the translation. Famous. He wrote lots of books. Actually, he was a mathematician, Lewis Carroll, in real life. He was a mathematician. He also wrote a little pamphlet about writing letters. How to write a letter. And in particular, most letters and most emails you'll write are what? What triggers the writing of most emails? They're replies. You're replying to somebody else's email. Most of my emails are like that. I'm writing replies. Lewis Carroll wrote an article about how to write letters, and he said, first of all, you should know what you want to say. In other words, you should scribble down some notes of what you want to say, so that you make sure that you say everything you want to say. So if you're sending me a complaint about Moodle not working, you note down the error message, when it happened, and so on. Now this is something very funny. All the time this happens. When you're sending a mail with an attachment, you press send and then you realise you haven't attached the attachment. You write the mail, say, I am sending you a picture of my kitten, or I am sending you my homework, and you're going to attach it to the mail, and then you forget to attach it and press send. And what does Lewis Carroll say about writing letters? He says, when you're writing a letter, and you say you're going to enclose something in the envelope, he says, the moment you write those words, I'm enclosing it, get that thing and put it in the envelope. Right? It's exactly the same. He says, always happens. I say, I'm sending you £5, and then you seal the letter, take it to the post office, and you realise the £5 is still on your desk. Right? What you should do is, that moment you should attach it. It's the same thing, really, as letter writing. A lot of the things about email. Use a spell check. You're writing to me in English. I don't expect you to know English perfectly, but it just annoys the hell out of me to get a letter that's misspelled when I know perfectly well that all of the mail clients that you can use, Gmail, Yahoo, Hotmail, Thunderbird, Outlook, provide a spell checker. So use it. You see those little red underlines that tell you the word isn't spelt right? Correct them before you send it. It shows that you've taken the trouble. Read it twice before you send it. Usually you notice it's wrong after you've sent it, and only then press send. Right, now let's think about replying. There's a terrible thing that happens with email, which was started by Microsoft in one version of Outlook, or one of these things they write. It's called top posting. What we mean by top posting is when you get a mail, usually the way that these mail clients make it work is that what that person sent to you is here, and then you write your reply on top. And then they reply to you and they write their reply, and the mail just gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And what's the point of all this stuff? The point in some sense is this, and again Lewis Carroll says this in his pamphlet that I'm going to ask you to read. He says, you want to make sure when you're replying to someone else's mail that you reply to all the things they ask. So make a list of the things they asked and tick it off as you reply to them. Okay, so the idea is that you include in your mail what they asked you, and then you make sure that you've replied to all those points. And you make sure that they know that you've replied to all those points. But if you do top posting, it doesn't achieve that, it just makes the mail get bigger and bigger, because no one ever looks down there. It's just an increasing weight going down, carrying around with the mail. Actually, sometimes it can be terribly embarrassing. because you end up with a personal conversation in those bottom posts, and then accidentally you forward it to someone else. You just wanted to forward the top letter. You forwarded the whole conversation, including, you said, somewhere down the line, doesn't Ali smell awful? Right? And you've just forwarded it to Ali. And if he looks all the way down, then you're in trouble. So top posting, don't do it. It's not the way to do it. How should you do it? You do something like this. It's called Usenet style. What you should do, take the incoming mail, and if there are some questions that you need to quote, it looks like this. In other words, you don't quote the whole mail. You take the questions out of the mail that came, and you can set up your mail quote, your mail client to do this for you. And then you just, the actual questions that were asked, and leave all the rest of the mail out, that's not important. The things that gave information to you, you don't need to send that information back to the person. But if the person's asked you questions, make sure that you quote the questions and then put your answers underneath it. And don't quote the whole email, because all you get is an email correspondence going back, right? Clip and reply to specific points. Right. Finally, we've got about 3 minutes left. Lists, that is mailing lists or forums, are a terribly important source of information if you use them correctly. And many of the same rules apply to using mailing lists or forums, both of which exist for this course, as for email. In other words, you have to think about other people and realise that they're human beings and that they can get annoyed and so on. So lurk and learn. In other words, you become a member of a forum or of a mail list, and they're terribly useful. Whatever field you work in, whether you're a psychologist or an advertising person or a musician, you will find that there are internet mailing lists or forums where you can get lots of information, and you can get lots of information from other people. Lurk and learn. Just as when you're meeting a new group of people, what do you do when you meet them? You're introduced to them all, and then you just stay a little bit quiet to find out what sort of people are these, what do they know about, how do they talk to one another, and then you fit in. It's just like the process you've probably been to when you arrived at this university 6 weeks ago. You're a bit nervous to start with. You keep a bit quiet. You say, what sort of behaviour is acceptable? What sort of ways in which do people talk to one another? Look in the archive. Most mail lists have an archive, so you can see what's been said in the past. Respect the community. In other words, you're joining, just as when you joined this university, and ask smart questions. Asking smart questions means what I said. When you're asking about Moodle, show that you've put some effort into trying to find things out for yourself, and maybe give people information that's going to make it worth their while trying to answer your questions on a mailing list. And there's one big danger on mailing lists. Anyone ever come across a flame? Know what a flame is? A flame is an angry email. It's very easy to get angry. And it's very easy to push the send button. And it's very easy to send an angry email to 600 people. And then you feel sorry, very sorry about it the next day. Because 600 people have got very annoyed with you because you sent them an angry email. Because it's instant, and you know that you're not looking into someone's eyes when you're talking. When you're talking to someone face to face, you can control your anger more easily because you can see the person's reaction. So a flame is an angry email. What should you do about flames? 1, quite simple. Don't write them. Or rather, you can write them, but don't send them. In other words, what you should do if you've written an angry email, you should look at it before you press the send button. You should go 1, 2, 3. Take a deep breath and then say, I'll decide whether or not to press the send button on that tomorrow, and save it. Then tomorrow you'll think better of it. The other thing that you should do about flames is if you get a flame, what should you not do? If you get a flame, Yeah, it makes you angry, so what should you not do? Don't write a flame back. Right? Don't write a flame back. The person who wrote the flame is going to be very sorry about it. If you reply to it and start what they call a flame war, you'll be sorry about it too. So don't reply to flames. Just ignore them. People get angry late at night and write things, right? It's not good for your health. Okay, good. So those just some 50 minutes of hints about using email. You see, there's much more to it than you might thought. It's a very useful tool, but it can also waste a lot of your time and a lot of other people's time. That's why using email properly is very important. Okay, that's enough for today.